We are in a fallen creation. We are in a fallen world. If you don't know how to rise above the elements of this cosmos, this realm, you'll be shocked that nobody may be fighting you, yet you will not excel. You will be so shocked that nobody is your enemy, but the realm itself will shut you down, because this world is falling. So the devil uses the elements of this world to attack and to destroy men. In Galatians chapter 1 verse 3 and verse 4, the Bible says one of the reasons for which the Father gave up Jesus, it said, is for to deliver us from this present evil age. You go plant a flower and don't plant grass. You will see grass start growing on its own without watering, without manure, and the grass will do far better than the flower you plant that you are watering and putting manure. And then you are wondering, what is it that is nurturing the grass? Sometimes you weed the grass, it comes back. The one that surprises me is all these German floors. The tiny angle edge in between the floor, you will see grass still struggling to grow. You will weed it, it will grow again. How are you able to grow there? Because you cannot have beauty. It will counter anything you want to do that is worthwhile. But the flower you created a flower bed for, water and put manure, the flower will dry up, but the grass will be forcing its way out. And you are what kind of world is this? The world is falling. The moment you say you are of God, you will notice that even the policies of this world will fight you. There are few nations in the world today where Christians are not persecuted. Very few nations. Anything that is of God, this world fights it. So because you say you are of God, be ready. Jesus said, in this world, he said you will have tribulation. When you get to heaven, you can sleep. But in this world, you must have tribulation. He said, be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. You must enforce that victory in your own life. Otherwise, the world will suffocate your possibilities. Sometimes I feel for people in advanced nations because they are most victimized. They think they are civilized because they are seeing skyscrapers, seeing technological. I love those things. I love those things. We are not against it. But you need to understand that if we don't man the gates, the devil will use what is happening against us or to blind us and carry out his operation. When you read the Bible, you will notice that civilization itself is an attempt to depart from God's order, because the civilization God created was a garden called Eden. The moment Cain slew his brother, he was the one who ran from Eden to a place called Nod and started another civilization. It was Cain that started business. It was Cain that started music. It was Cain that started cattle rearing and all the businesses you know today. And then in addition to those developments, he started polygamy. He started marrying many wives. In addition to those developments, murder began. Go and study Genesis chapter 3 and 4, because with civilization is the operation of darkness. So while we advance civilization, develop our mind, raise people who can bring cutting edge civilization, we must watch, because the princes of this world, they like to masquerade in civilization. So civilization itself is not bad. It's a potential that God put in creation. That's why God didn't build birds. When he created trees, he expected us to bring birds out of it. That's why God didn't build aircraft. When he created iron, he expected us to bring all those objects out of it. So it was a potential locked into the world itself, and through the human mind, because God was also the one who gave us a mind. He breathed into his nostrils. Genesis 2:7, he became a living soul. He expected us to excavate these things from nature. But you need to understand that because the mind is falling, while it is advancing, demons are also walking alongside. And anywhere civilization grows, it becomes hostile to the church. If you like, take a study across the nations of the world. Very, very hostile to the church. Anywhere civilization grows, because the Judeo-Christian value is not compatible with the excesses that comes with civilization. There is a liberty that civilization advocates for that is against the ordinances of God. Go to the developed world today and see the debates they are having. At what point is a fetus a child? Because somebody wants to commit abortion. These are the debates they are having. Because I can change my gender. If I feel like a woman, I should. It's my life. These are the debates. So with developing civilization is a contrary force against God's ordinance. Are we against civilization? No. Most of the civilizations of the world were pioneered by spirit-filled believers, the likes of Michael Faraday's. So we are not against civilization, but we know that when civilization climaxes, you will see that the rulers of the world will hijack it, and it will become a force against the body of Christ. So it's called the systems of this world, not just the developments, but the policies, the lust that comes with it. All of these things are against God's ordinance. sustenance. Today, even the food we eat, wicked men have hijacked civilization and bastardized it. You buy egg, you don't know you are eating rubber. You think it's egg. Strange. And then you are wondering, what world is this? Even the meat you eat are genetically modified. And you are wondering, what's going on? You go into a nation, suddenly they say church is nuisance. But they have nothing against casinos and nightclubs. And you are wondering, their sound is louder than ours. We worship for a short time and do more of teaching. They bombard music from night to daybreak, but we are the nuisance. This Abuja where you are today now, they can give land to build hotels, conference centers, but apply for church. Why do you think many churches today are called convention centers? You won't get the approval. It's civilization. It's against the church. If they had their way, church should shut down. You go on the internet today, one of the biggest debates you'll find is against church. One person makes mistake, they blow it out of proportion and ridicules the church. Jesus said, the world will hate you. The world will hate you. John 15:19. He said, because you are not of the world, he said, the world will hate you. So the world system is a power against you. And when I say the world system, I speak of the values, I speak of the civilization, I speak of the culture. It will fight you unless you don't stand for God. There are many places you go to, you can say anything, do anything, but call God. And in the Western world, this world, they are advocating to have gay materials in school. Your child who cannot dictate what clothes he or she wears has the right to dictate his or her gender. And you'll find governments fighting to support them. They are teaching children of 5 years, 7 years, 9 years, encouraging them to change their gender. But the moment you call Jesus, the moment you call righteousness, the moment you talk morality, the school will pick you out, victimize you. No government will speak for you. Values that are corrupt. It's a fallen system. See, you are in Africa here, you don't know what's going on. Many people in the Western world are afraid of putting their children in conventional schools. You have to homeschool now. Most of these nations today, their children don't watch TV because there's no message there. It's corruption. Even the cartoons now project homosexuality. Cartoons. You think your child is watching a cartoon? Be joking. Your child will be learning witchcraft, curious acts. Your child will be learning perversion. And then if you are sensitive, your child will come to you and start asking questions and you will be shocked. Where did you hear it from? Because the civilization is designed to wreck you. It's designed to kill your faith, to kill your love for God. So while we use it, we must understand that it must be done with discernment. And why am I telling you this? These are the battles we fight in our generation. In the days of our fathers, probably they fought only demons. So deliverance service is to cast out devils. Our deliverance service today, you may need to begin to trust God to change the hormones of people, because they've injected them with all kinds of drugs that altered the endocrine system. So it's beyond casting out devils. You see a man suddenly developing body parts that he has no business developing. You need God to reverse hormonal reaction. You need to trust God that if you eat food, if it is not food, when you pray, it should become food. So when you buy Indomie can be rubber. Egg can be plastic. So when you say it is blessed, you need that thing to become egg. That's what we are fighting in our generation. You can't even watch TV now and have your sanity. Do you know that the systems are even programmed to make your mind depend on it until you can't think? Somebody did a study recently on the Gen Zs. He said this is the most distracted and less intelligent under 19s since the 1990s. When they did IQ tests, the average was too low because they are distracted. These people can't even write letters anymore because you want to type, it suggests you don't know what we are fighting. Tell your child to write a letter to you. You'll be shocked. You won't even know where to put the address. And then that child wakes up with phone and sleep with phone. Most of us can't focus on anything for 10 minutes. Go try it. Go try it. Try to carry a book and read. You'll be shocked that when you read 2 lines, you will drop it and carry your phone and check nothing. You will carry, some of you read 1 chapter in 3 weeks. 1 chapter of a book, because the mind is in danger. Disorder, all forms of mental disorder, hyperactiveness. That's why we can't be productive. See, when we say miracle service, is beyond I was blind, I can see. Some of us, the miracle that will happen to you is that your propensities will be regulated so that you can sit down for 2 hours and say I want to meditate. You can sit down for 5 hours and say I want to read a book. You go back, gain your sanity back. Today, parents can't even raise children. You know why? Everybody's on the phone from morning till night. Child has grown from 1 to 7. At best, it's nannies that are injecting the values from the gutters on the children. The system, corrupt value, aggressive policies against the church, because they think they will shut us up, but they can't have. We will remain. We will remain. When we live here, the world will end. We are the salt of the earth. We are the preservation of this realm.